Previously on Complete Games. So I'm going to head on out, try and find ourselves a carnivore. That raptor's going to get eaten if I don't take it. Max level tech raptor, it could be a good starting point. I mean, we've already got the organic raptor. Do we want to go tech raptors? It's a beginning. It's a female one, so we'll see what we get with this. These raptors, I mean, they're all 40 plus points there, apart from the weight. So, cave dino wise, we're going tech raptors this time round.
They're lethal at 8 months, and I do mean lethal.
The centre map is home to some of the most dangerous creatures that have ever walked planet Earth.
Red raptors.
James from Complete Games has tamed and bred a whole pack of tech Utah raptors. They're a rather impressive pack of dinosaurs and should prove to be a formidable force when it comes to exploring some of the centre map's caves and retrieving some artifacts.
Lethal.
Raptors.
Hello and welcome back as we continue our journey to complete the centre map. So we've bred up our pack of raptors and we're going to attempt the artifact of the skylord today. So I've just come out to the southernmost ice biome, just here in the bottom south. We're kind of about halfway up this cliff here, and coordinates are 53 by 21 if you want to do this cave yourself. As you can see, the entrance is pretty large. You could fit a giga in here, but I thought it would be more fun to try the raptors out. I mean, they don't really get enough love, and I'm sure they're going to be capable of being able to do this cave. Now, I was debating whether to take them into the lava cave, but I think, realistically, they're going to get knocked in the lava if I do that. And I'm probably going to use something else. I mean, probably a T-Rex would be the way to go, and you could certainly bring a T-Rex into this cave. It's certainly large enough to be able to do so. So we've got yetis, spiders, sabres and wolves in here. And yetis do have a bit of knockback, but in this cave we shouldn't find anything above 150. Some of the other caves go up much higher than that in terms of cave dino levels, but this one's one of the easier caves, so I figured we'd go easy on our raptor pack. And I'll show you around this cave. It's got a couple of Easter eggs in that I want to show you. Just come down to this wrap. Now, the artifact itself is straight on. If you keep to the left, you'll find it going that way, but we're going to make a turn to the right. And as you can see there, look, just sabres and wolves managed to knock everything off the cliff, so I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it would have gone in the lava cave had we used the raptor pack in there. But I guess I kind of chickened out and I figured we'd do the artifact of the skylord cave with the raptors, and it'd give me a chance to catch up on a few things and some news as well. They seem to be faring up pretty well. Yeah, he's always going to take a few extra hits, but the raptor pack is coming together okay here. I'm pretty happy with what they're doing. I can't see, they all kind of look reasonable in terms of health so far. Yeah, they've only taken a little knock. And that's a point I forgot to mention. We've named them after our patrons Bill and Nikki, same as I did on Aberration. And, well, apart from that one snuck in there, everything's got 40 plus points, managed to stack a combination of stamina, health, weight, melee, and they are a pretty decent pack of tech raptors. Let's just clear this corner out. Got a few wolves here. And there's a little Easter egg just round the corner I want to show you before we head on up for the artifact. And it's a reasonably large cave, this one, to explore. Let's get rid of these dinos here. You never know, we might get some decent loot in here. I'm not holding my hopes out because it's not one of the more difficult caves. So just there, you might have already spotted it, but we have a T-Rex that's been frozen in time just here, and it's quite literally been frozen in time because this is the original skin for the T-Rex. I think you sometimes forget that Ark is getting on for sort of 8+ years now, but over that time Wildcard has thrown quite a few updates and TLCs. One of them was for the Rex, so that's the original Rex skin. I always think my favourite was the Argentavis. When that update came out, it just really did make that creature look stunning with the way all of its feathers moved. Kind of forget it's one of the things that has given this game such longevity over the time is what Wildcard have done with the updates. And this map we're playing on, again, it was the map that started all of the free DLCs off. The creator of this map only had the island assets to work with, and they set the bar, really, for what we got moving forward. And I guess it doesn't get enough love because it doesn't have the wyverns, it didn't have the desert biome, but Scorched Earth wasn't out at the time. Didn't actually have an exclusive creature either. But in spite of that, they've done a fantastic job. And, you know, I think everybody's quick to, you know, rip into Wildcard for some of the bugs and things that Ark has. But, you know, we really should give them some credit for what they do for the modding community. I mean, they always pay them well, and they always put a spotlight on them and treat them like developers themselves. They've given out some good cash prizes for all of these maps that make it as a free DLC, and it's what has kept this game going as long as it has. In fact, as far as developers go, they treat the whole community really well. I mean, including myself, I've been featured a couple of times now in their community crunch. They'll shout videos out for creators, so that, you know, they really do work well for YouTubers and the modding community. You know, you look at studios like Bethesda and how they treat their modders, and or even worse, someone like GTA who will literally take the modders to court. Wildcard really do have the correct attitude towards their community, and I think that is one of the reasons why this game has had so much longevity. I think the Raptors are doing alright. One of them looks a little bit bloody there, but just check that out. Yeah, I mean, we're all quick to criticise Wildcard, but I don't think they get the credit they deserve for how they treat the modders and the community in general. So yeah, what's this one looking like? It's about halfway down. Okay, maybe they're not as faring up as well as I expected. Let's just pump them up a bit. No, it was just that one raptor that must have got singled out. The rest of them are faring up okay, so we will continue on towards the artifact. So I think I've spent a good chunk of this episode so far singing Wildcard's praises, and I'm going to rip into them now. Now, like many of you, I watched the Gaming Awards show. I was hoping to get some information about Ark 2, and we didn't get anything. Not a crumb of information, and considering that the game originally was planned for a December 22 release, we've still got not even one crumb of footage of what Ark 2 is going to be like or what we can expect. I'm sure that it would have done them wonders to be able to give us 30 seconds or a minute of footage showing some building mechanics or a little bit of fighting combat, but at this point they do say that no news is good news. I think in respect to Wildcard's decision to withhold everything from Ark 2, I think no news is bad news, and I think that means big delays or they are far from ready, because it was the perfect opportunity to build up some more hype. Again, if you watched their charity stream and you was looking at the comments, it was nothing but people saying, where's Ark 2? What's going on with Ark 2? And they were just ignored, and the community at this point has been really, really ignored. And to me, it just sends off alarm bells that this game is far from ready. At this point on YouTube, there are so many clickbait videos about Ark 2, to the point where people are speculating that it's going to be a God of War remake, that Santiago is going to be the character you play, it's going to be a single player game, and you're going to have that child running around with you. Speculation based on a trailer that has no in-game footage on it, that's now got pretty old. I mean, it's disappointing to say the least, and I don't think it's a good look at this point. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm not happy about it. So I just think that they could have shown us something, and I think that the community deserves that, and it would have been the perfect opportunity to build up a little bit more hype, perhaps answer some questions that we've all got from that Steam release page saying third person only, Souls-like combat. You know, to me, that is not Ark. I know Elden Ring won Game of the Year, but you know, we're not playing Ark to play a game like Elden Ring. We're playing a survival game here, and it's not really what, you know, I'm into. All fair play for Elden Ring winning Game of the Year, though. I mean, I think it deserves it. It did stand above everything else, because everything else in 2022 was pretty poor. So Elden Ring deserved it, but Wildcard, come on. I mean, show me what you've got.
Show me what you got!
Jim, you heard them. Said, show me what you got.
Show me what you got! I want to see what you got!
Okay, so it's the first cave loot drop of the season. What did we get? A chitin helmet. Nothing. Just like Ark 2, we got nothing. Well, we got a chitin helmet, but it may as well have been nothing. So, as you can tell, I am just as disappointed as all of you guys about Ark 2, and as soon as there's any information, I will put it out on the channel, but I'm not going to go ahead and just make a Ark 2 clickbait video and talking about, you know, nothing, because there is nothing to talk about, apart from disappointment. Which I probably have done a little bit too much of in this episode. Now, our Raptors haven't done too bad. They've kept up the pace. This cave, not one of the most difficult on the centre map. You can, of course, fit a T-Rex, even a Spino in this cave. You could spin through it on here. So I thought it would make it a little bit more interesting just to try Raptors. And, you know, they don't get enough love, the Raptors. So, just over in this corner is another little Easter egg I want to show you. And there is a loot drop over here as well. So, it was worthwhile coming up to the back here. But you can see, just over in this ice, we've got this wolf chasing this dodo, and it's been frozen in the ice. And I love these little details in the caves. And I think that's pretty cool. There's lots of that sort of stuff going on the centre map. A lot of attention to detail. And it just doesn't get enough love, this map. Now, let's see if we get anything back from this loot crate. The loot crates do tend to be okay on the centre map, but... Okay, so a long neck, that's slightly better than what we have. I'll definitely take it. Another chitin helmet as well, unfortunately. But I wasn't expecting to get anything great back from this cave. At the end of the day, the creatures in here go up to level 150, so it's not one of the toughest caves. But a long neck blueprint, well, I'll definitely take it. It's not too bad at all. Now, I don't want the raptors to fall off the edge here, so... They probably will. Just want to be careful with that stuff, so... Just come around the back of the cave. We've got another loot drop just here. Thought we'd explore this cave fully and see what we've got. Okay, yeah, an ascendant metal pick. I'll definitely take that. Always a useful blueprint to find. That's not too bad at all. So, considering this is one of the lesser caves, the loot hasn't been too bad. A long neck and a metal pick. I'll definitely take it. So we need to come back down here. I think I'll go back down the ramp. We'll head up and grab ourselves an artifact. Okay, you can probably see the artifact just on the top of that ledge there. Just going to try and encourage some of these creatures to come down because it's a thin ledge and our raptors will probably end up getting knocked off the side. Okay, everybody, come on. Get stuck in. See if we can tempt some of them sabers down as well. Just tag them. Can I reach that one? Looks like it's coming down anyway. And I'm probably going to hang around. I'm going to grab a few artifacts from this cave. It's not one of the caves that I want to do multiple times. Although, you know, saying that, the loot's not been too bad. The loot will be better than some of the other caves. And you've got stuck. Come on, Nicky. Up you come. Here we go. So the artifact of the skylord. Oops, some cave wall dinos. And that wolf is probably going to make the rest of my raptors fall off the side. Come on, don't get too close. Ah, there goes one. Hey, what are you doing? I'm over here, I'm not in there. Yeah, it looks like we lost a few off the side there. I'll just grab one of the skylord artifacts. There we go. Of course, on the island, it's a very small ice cave. On the centre map, it's a lot bigger, as you can see. Just come back, grab the rest of our raptors, and we'll hang about and wait for a few more of the artifacts to spawn back. I'll use this time to heal our raptors, but sort of still over halfway, so they've not been a bad choice for doing this particular cave. I'm sure we could have easily used a Rex or something, but I thought, why not use raptors? Can't remember the last time I used raptors for doing caves. Well, I suppose we did get started on Aberration with some raptors, but they haven't done too bad. I'm not sure I fancy taking them into the lava cave though. That is a different story. So let's just hang about for some more artifacts. Well, that should do it. I've managed to get 3 artifacts. It's actually taken quite a while for them all to spawn back in. I've been hanging around for about 45 minutes for 3. I was going to wait for 4, but I think I'm going to give up and head on out before a load more stuff starts spawning back in. Okay, so the exit is just up the top here. And while it's on my mind, I just want to remind you guys that on Saturday the 17th of December, we'll be holding the annual Christmas event. I do hope to be joined by YouTube creator Bunner as well and some of his community. Always fun and games when Bunner's involved in doing something as a project. Always enjoy his shenanigans and it's always a good laugh. So if you'd like to get involved with that, then links to all of this stuff will be in the Discord. Just give one of the moderators a shout and it'd be nice to have you on board. The more the merrier, and it's shaping up to be quite a fun event. Usual sort of things, races and PvP battles. They always outdo themselves, the community, and yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this one. Hopefully I can get a Christmas video out as a special as well. Ooh, got a little bit of lag loading there. Let's hope Arc 2 doesn't have the lag that Arc 1 has. So we're getting on a little bit into the evening. Let's get these raptors packed away. But I'm pretty happy with how they managed to deal with the artifact of the Skylord cave. Okay, make sure I take all of this hide back. It doesn't weigh very much, and no doubt we will need it moving forward. So let's head on back to base. But before I do that, I'm just going to show you this landmark. So if you're going to do this cave yourself, you can easily find it. So like I say, the entrance is fairly large. You're going to be able to get a Rex in there, if you can see, even a Giga, whatever you want. And we're just at the southmost mountain, ice mountain. And as you can see, you've got the rainforest across there, and there's that giant waterfall. So it's a pretty easy location to find. And I say, loot-wise, well, we didn't do too bad for one of the easier caves. I'll take a long neck and a metal pick. That wasn't too bad at all. But let's get back to base and I can show you some of the things we've been doing there. Well, our tech raptors managed to do the job they were bred for, and we've got ourselves an artifact of the Skylord. So I don't think we'll be going back into that cave because the loot's not the greatest there. And moving forward, I don't think the raptors are going to be good enough to take into the lava cave. I think it'll just be too easy for them to get knocked off the side, and they'll probably end up in the lava. But a good bunch anyway, nonetheless. Now, I have managed to tame a couple of Rexes up. This one, of course, got 45 points in oxygen. This one's got 35 on health. Now, perhaps not boss fighting numbers here, but if we can find a half decent male, they might be a good option to take in caves moving forward. Now, I've also managed to wire in a load of electronics here, managed to hide all of that stuff pretty well. I want to get some cryo fridges down where that feeding trough is, and we're a high enough level to be able to do that. But I'm quite happy having this workshop just out like it is. It's working pretty well for me. If we can get a male Rex together, then we'll have another option for cave dinos, and I think I'd rather go in on a Rex in that lava cave than using the raptors. But still, they managed to do their job. And I know a little bit of a shorter episode this time round, but I hope you enjoyed that one. And of course, until next time, I'm James from Complete Games, and I'll see ya.